So we find out in this week's episode of Dance with Devils that Asuna and Lindo isn't affected by the devil's powers, and I can understand Lindo because he's an exorcist. But why is Asuna not affected? I don't understand that. Unless she has been given like a protective charm from the brother, or maybe she is an exorcist also. I really hope they will explain her because so far she is only like a convenient tool for the brother to find his sister and nothing else. We also find out that Rem he kind of needs to get the what is called the Grimoire from Ritsuka because he cannot he's not allowed to fail as a member of the Arlon, I think it's called, the family. So yeah, that's there is a lot of weight on him. However, it doesn't help that Mage kind of goes out and ruined his plan by yeah. First he kicks down the door to the classroom, takes Ritsuka, jump out of the window, teleports them to Tokyo Tower, and erases the classroom's memory. And let's say it like this, reveals to Ritsuka that he is a devil, which confirms Ritsuka's fear that Rem is also a devil. So yeah, and he also, let's say it like this, he is a little bit. I thought him first as a very nasty person, but during this episode, I had actually changed my mind about him because he does something really good. He show first of all he takes Ritsuka to China, or at least I think it's China, where he puts her in a new outfit. It's first time we have seen her in a new outfit. He also reveals that human food, tastes really nasty for demons, or I think it's like maybe only Mage that thinks that, because when he later like eats a person's soul because that person caused what's called Ritsuka to run away from him while he was hunting her. Yeah, let's say it like this. He says it tastes better than what's it called? A dog, a dog leg. Yeah. So yeah, and I thought, oh, he's pretty nasty. However, when he, let's say like this, when Ritsuka then is saved by Rem and Rems, I think he lies to Ritsuka to protect her and says that she's only a pawn in his game. I think he likes Ritsuka, but he cannot admit it because that could cause issue for his plan. So yeah, and Ritsuka seems to like Rem also, which actually makes this a really interesting. Um, I think it's built on a Otomo game because it's interesting to see that the female main character, first of all, she has backbones, and and she also seems to be knowing who she wants to end up with, and not be like, oh, I'm not sure if I want this person or this person. I guess I take this. So that's really nice. And also when she's taken to a beach by Mage after he kidnaps her again, he is what's called. She calls out to Rem to save her. So yeah, really interesting. It's also interesting that when Mage he is like taking one of the tears Ritsuka she shed and eats it. He says it's sweet and it changes his attitude. It's like he's in love with her because he gets flustered. He even drops her in the ocean and mm, she looks good when she's wet. However, this later causes issues when they return to a abandoned building where the brother is in wait for him. And here is something really interesting about the brother because when he sees that Ritsuka is wet, he's getting really angry and his eyes turns red. And as far as I recall in anime, when your eyes are red, that means you are a vampire. Which means that Lindo most likely is half vampire, half human. At least Mate seems to know those eyes, but we wasn't explained what those eyes was, so that's another mystery we need to have explained. Hopefully soon, because those eyes they really trigger my thoughts about what it could be. And also, yeah, interesting, really interesting. And from what I can gather from the ending of this episode, the next episode will be about Shiki, and he's nasty. He's really nasty. We know how nasty he is. I think I already said in the first episode how nasty just his presentation was. So, yeah, that's not looking good for what's called Ritsuka. Then again, it seems like Rim and Mage are on her side, like, wanting to protect her, while Urei, yeah, let's just say, we know how he is. He's basically, don't trust him. Don't trust him. However, we still don't know who that blue person is. Or, yeah, the thing I said in the last week's episode. So, yeah, there's still questions, but then again, there's still a lot of episodes left. So, all I can say is, have a good day, good night, and I'll see you later. And have a good day. Cheers, guys.